What's going on, y'all? I just want to introduce to y'all a YouTube channel called Hooked. Um, I'm going to show the process and the journey that God has taken me on right now. And to start that, I think what I want to do is share my breakdown point and what led me to where I'm at right now, and how God has worked in my life. I know I told y'all a story about the beginning of this year when my girlfriend left me, and I left my apartment and everything that I owned in it and totally wrecked myself. Well, during all that, I had a warrant coming out for my arrest, and one day I'm riding in a car with some people, and we're getting high and a bunch of drugs in the car, and something just come over me that, man, this ain't you. This ain't what you're supposed to do. You can fix this. For the first time, I felt like that, and like it was real. And I said, you know what? I told the people I was with, I said, hey, you gotta drop me off at Dwayne's at the crossings at the church. So I called Dwayne Porter, and it's after 5 o'clock, and he said, Bubba, and I get him to drop me off, and I finally get a hold of him, and he's like, Bubba, I'm with my family. Find you a place to lay your head and come see me in the morning. So I was like, all right. So, I'm like, all right. And, I could have left. I could have went back and, went and got high and went back with people getting high. And I didn't want to do that, man. It was real what was going on with me. And the next thing I know, my buddy Chris Garza drives by. And I'm sitting out there on my phone trying to figure out what to do. And I just hear somebody say, Vreen. And I sit back, I said, oh. I didn't answer, and he said, Vreen. And I looked up, and it was him. And I said, hey, man, give me a ride. He said, all right, come on. I get in. He's like, where you want to go? I said, hell, I don't know. I said, I ain't got I told him what was going on, and he's like, man, come on, man. And I went with him to his house in Bowling Green, and I told him, he told me, he's got a full house. His family's here, and I know that. And I said, no, man, I'll figure it out. And he said, look, man, he's got a tour bus. He's got a band, and he's got a tour bus in his backyard. Well, he was remodeling it, and he's like, bro, you can sleep in the bus, man. That's the best I can do. If you get up and go to work with me in the morning, and I'll pay you some money. He's got his own construction business. So that's what I did. I slept in that bus, man. I slept in that bus many a nights. And when I was in that bus, one night, it was late at night, I was in that bus, man, and I was crying like a baby, like a little kid, and just crying my eyes out. And I realized, I'd been reaching out to everybody, trying to get somebody to help me, and nobody would help me. And the one person that could help me, I was overlooking the whole time, and that's God, and that's for real. And I cried out and I prayed God to just help me, and help me fix this. And the next morning I woke up and I went to Dwayne Porter's office, the crossings. And he said, you want a job? I said, yeah, man, hell yeah, I want a job. So he said, come on. And he took me to Innovar Structures, where they build mini homes right there by Walmart. And I got a job. Long story short, they say you start Monday, you're going to Pennsylvania. I got a warrant for my arrest coming out. So I'm like, that sounded sweet. I show up Monday, they give me $900, and they gave me my week's per diem plus $200 for hotel fees on the way up. And I was dead broke, nowhere to go. And they gave me $900 and told me to get in whatever truck. And I met this dude named Kane. He's cool as hell, man. And I rode up there with him, and we had a blast. And I worked for a couple of weeks, and Dwayne called me and said, Bubba, you got a warrant. And, I was faced with a decision. I stay up here, or do I go handle that and, do I still prolong it? And I kept my faith. I went back to Florida. I waited for Kane to come back up, and I went back with him and get back. And the job tells me, you got to turn yourself in. You can't have a warrant work here. And, Dwayne shows up to give me a ride to turn myself in, and I got cold feet, and I called my buddy Chris, And I told Dwayne, hey man, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna get the rest of my stuff. And I waited a couple days go by, and then I went back up there. I said, I kept my faith. I got you. If you tell God something, you better listen. You better do what you tell him, especially whenever you see him trying to help you. And I just listened. I did what I said I was gonna do, and I went back up there and I turned myself in. And they tried to give me 364 days in the county jail, man. And I was almost done with probation. I was almost done. I only had the 5 months left of a 4-year sentence, and I'd have been completed, but I violated for leaving the county without permission. Either way, the state wouldn't agree to nothing but a year in jail. Me and the state attorneys was going back and forth, and they just wouldn't agree to nothing. So I told my public defender, I said, hey, look, I got to plea out to the judge. And I kept my faith again. And that was hard. I was so scared. But I did. I open pled to the judge. And he told me, don't mess this up. And he gave me an extra year of probation. And I got a complete drug class every week for 52 weeks. And I get out, I get out of jail. I do 30 days. I get out of jail, and I didn't have nowhere to go. My buddy Chris, same one with the bus, he come pick me up, and I said, bro, I need an address for probation. And we did that, and I used his address for probation, and I slept in that bus again. And I slept in that bus, and then I ended up getting a hotel room for a week. And I went to my meeting, my counseling meeting at Dwayne's office, and I told him, I said, man, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. I'm not getting high. I'm still not high. I haven't been using, but I was still broken, and it was just a matter of time. Nothing was happening. Probation was after me in Wauchula. They were mad that I got reinstated. Well, next thing I know, Dwayne's like, I got a place in Bradenton taken off. And he said, here's this opportunity. It's up to you what you do with it. The sky's the limit. It's up to you. I'm just telling you, here it is. And I heard him when he said that. When he said that, I heard that. And I moved over here to Bradenton, and that is what is happening. I'm working my regular job. I'm working towards my goals. I want to be a drug counselor. That's my goal. And like he said, this opportunity is what I do with it, and work on me first. And that's something I've been having a hard time dealing with, working on me first. And in these next episodes, I'm going to show you guys, you're going to see that whole process. You're going to see me get in here. You're going to see me meeting some new people. You're going to see me making some money. You're going to see how I've been driving Dwayne crazy. Everything is great though, and I just want you guys to know that it's not easy. I want you to guys. I don't want no one to out there to think, he just gets everything handed to him, or he got it handed to him. No, it wasn't like that at all. I was faced with choices the whole time, and it's a lot easier to just stay where you're at and not try, and just how you say that, just being content with where you're at, whether it's okay or whether you're down at the bottom, and just, it's not easy, but it's very worth it. Look how fast God is working in my life. Look how he's taken off. When I got over here, I didn't have nothing. I didn't know what I was going to do. I started looking for work, found a job, and I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm going to make it 2 weeks till I get paid. Go to get coffee one night at the store, check my Pick 4 ticket, won $4,326. Cut it out. All my clothes got stolen when I was on the run. Didn't have nothing. No clothes. Nothing. No clothes. I'm embarrassed to show you this, but look at all them clothes. Look at all them clothes. Just, y'all are gonna see. You're gonna see. It's amazing. It's amazing and it's real. And that's why I say, man, you know, I got to let people know this. It's you don't see this. You don't see nobody telling, hey man, look, I'm a drug addict and my life was a wreck months ago. But I care, and I want my life to be something more. I know I'm meant to be something more than this. Hey, but look, here it is. People want to hide it. People want to put on the show. People want to put this image out there that's not real. Social media is real bad about that. People want to, and they're kidding themselves. You're kidding yourself. Don't kid yourself, bro. Don't kid yourself. Don't think that you're something. You got to be out there doing it. You gotta really do it, and you're gonna be faced with decisions the whole time. And I promise you, they've been telling me that if you feel resistance towards something, you should probably be doing it, or at least looking into it. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep my faith. I know I'm gonna have my kids back soon. I'm gonna have my place soon. I'm really contemplating going into barber school because I like money, like fast money, and man, you cut people's hair. I seen this guy on Instagram inspiring the world by just cutting random people's hair and making videos about it, and the one-on-one contact I always have when I go get my hair cut. I love that. Like, so it's fitting, you know, and I could still be a drug counselor in the process too. But I got to figure out a lot of things, you know, and that's what they're telling me, you know. The two main things they keep telling me right now is stop the hustling, and y'all are going to see what that means. And I'm not talking about drugs. And I couldn't understand that. And I'm starting to get that. I see now. I understand what he's saying. And just working on myself. So we're going to build this series around my process and my image, and then it turn into what it's going to turn into, and then that's going to happen. But I'm excited. I want y'all to share this. Please share this. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm introducing Hooked, the series about addicts. And I'm going to introduce you to a lot of cool people. So like I said, some people that are very close to me, and that I think that their story that y'all get something out of it. I think that it can make somebody see that it's worth it. You know, it's hard, but it's worth it. And just inspire you guys to be something more. You know, don't settle. Thanks for taking your time to watch this, man. I'm going to try to make the video